What is going on, guys? In today's video I will be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and this was an incredible film. This is the best MCU film since Endgame, other than No Way Home. No Way Home is second, and this is definitely first, actually. It was just like, it was so emotional. So, if you haven't watched the film, go watch it before you watch this, because this will be a full spoiler review. And yeah, I was expecting someone to die throughout the entire film. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be Rocket, it's gonna be Drax, it's gonna be Quill, but no one died. I was so happy with that. I like how they all went their different ways. Like, everyone expected someone to die, but no one died. But this story, the thing that really shines this story is Peter Quill and Rocket. Rocket finds out he's a raccoon. Peter's still mourning over Gamora. It's just really heart-wrenching. They start the film off so well as well, because they establish like what's going on. So they start the film with all of them being happy. They're all just like setting stuff up in nowhere and that, and then suddenly Adam Warlock appears, who should have had more screen time. He only had like 10 minutes of screen time, but Adam Warlock arrived and ended up injuring Rocket really badly, so they had to save him, but there was like a kill switch on his heart, so they had to go around the galaxy trying to find a way to deactivate it. But the shining actors in this film was definitely Chris Pratt and the guy who voices Rock. I can't remember his name, but like, there are times you can just feel the pain in the film, because when Peter thinks that Rocket has died, you can feel the pain in his voice. You can feel how upset he is. And same with Rocket. When you go to the flashback where his friend Lila dies, he just stands there screaming. He is traumatized by it. He is so upset about it. I rewatched the first Guardians film after this, and you can feel how much more it must hurt for Rocket when he loses Groot, because he's already lost all his three other friends. Like, he's lost a lot of people, and I think it was just like a really emotional time for this film, because like, Marvel is going downhill. James Gunn is going over to DC. This was his last film in the in Marvel, but he knocked it out of the park. I trust James Gunn for DC. Going off topic there a bit, but I thought it was really good. So, especially when Drax got shot in the chest and then in the back, I was like, oh my god, he's just dead. We're gonna cut to a scene, he's gonna die. But then he was alright. He was back to being laughable and that. And Groot at the end, he speaks English. In a way, it's like we're going into the heads of the Guardians, saying so that we can understand him. For the first time, we can understand him. So in the first film, he said, "We are Groot." This one, he just said, "Love you guys." Yeah, the only improvement I think there could have been is more screen time for Adam Warlock, and their villain, the High Evolutionary, was perfect. I think he might have been better than Kang in Quantumania. Like, there were points in this film I physically hated the High Evolutionary, not in a bad way, just like, as in like, the guy who plays him did such a good job of portraying him, and if he felt hated to me. Like, I really hated what he did to Rocket. Like, there's a scene where Rocket gets thrown in a cage and his skull is showing. Not like his normal skull, but it's a metal skull. And his first words when he gets thrown in the cage, or ever, his first words are hurts. And it's just so upsetting to hear. But, post-credit scenes were great. So the first post-credit scene is revealing the new Guardians. So we got Rocket, we got Adam Warlock, the guy with the arrow, I can't remember his name though, Cosmo, and a little girl with powers. I don't know her name either. But that's the new Guardians team. And Groot, he's now King Groot, which is quite cool. I think he's definitely upgraded. And the second post-credit scene is Star-Lord talking to his grandpa, which is quite good, because it's like the first scene we saw in the Guardians films. Like, in the first Guardians film, we saw Peter Quill get abducted on Earth and his grandpa. And then in the final scene of the third one, he's back with Grandpa. But then a white screen comes on, and it goes, "The legendary Star-Lord will return," which makes me really happy that Chris Pratt isn't getting kicked out of Marvel yet. Yet, I love how I say yet. And he's coming back, so I don't know about you guys though, but that does sound like a Disney Plus title, The Legendary Star-Lord. But, yeah, I think the best scene in this film was definitely there was a hallway fight with all the Guardians, and it was just brilliant, like the way they like worked together to fight. And I definitely think the saddest scene was when we saw Rocket screaming over Lila's body. But yeah, guys, that was my review for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I give it a definite 10 out of 10. I don't give those scores often, but yeah, it's a definite 10 out of 10. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.